there everyone, I'm Michael Land, and welcome to this edition of Nexccelerator. And the vehicle that I'm sitting in right now is in the all-new redesigned 2017 Hyundai Elantra. And the Elantra has received a complete makeover to give itself a more competitive edge in the compact sedan segment. But does the all-new version of the Elantra have what it takes to be able to do exactly just that? Well, let's have some fun and figure that out. Now, like I've said, this is the all-new redesigned 2017 Hyundai Elantra, but this particular version is the limited edition of this vehicle. So taking a look at the exterior of this recently revamped compact sedan, the Elantra does not only contain HID headlights with a dynamic bending light feature, but it even includes LED daytime running lights that provides the modernized and futuristic appearance of Hyundai's Fluidic Sculpture 2.0 design language. But also looking at the left, right, and top sides, the exact same look that was just now revealed is carried on over through the remainder of the sedan. Along with that, there are two powered side mirrors equipped with one turn signal indicator apiece on each side. Now looking at the back of the Elantra, there's a single exhaust system equipped with the tailpipe being located on the right side underneath the rear bumper. In addition, the Elantra even features both a rear spoiler and a shark fin roof antenna as well. As for the taillights, however, they don't only fit extremely well, but they even give an incredible complement to the rest of the modernized exterior of this vehicle. Getting to the trunk of the all-new Elantra, it has a nice high opening as you just now witnessed. In regards of the trunk space, however, it definitely has the ability to store a lot of groceries in addition to other items for your daily routine. Also, besides benefiting from a big opening, the trunk even has a grab handle on the right side, which helps making the task of closing the trunk very easy. Not to mention that there's even a glow-in-the-dark push-release mechanism for additional convenience. On a side note, you get a total of 4 extra floor mats with 2 for both the driver and front passenger, as well as 2 for both the left and right rear passengers also. Now located underneath the trunk floor of the Elantra is where you'll discover the spare tire. Additionally, the necessary parts to install it, including the jack, are all conveniently placed next to each other for easy accessibility. If you also want more cargo capacity in the Elantra, you can definitely make that a reality by having both of the back seats folded down. To fold the back seats down, just gently pull back on the individual left and right rear seat release levers located in the trunk. Then when you want to fold them back up, just simply put them back up until they lock in place. So opening the door to the Elantra, it has a gray leather interior with both a 10-way driver power adjustable seat and a 6-way passenger seat that's manually adjustable. Now the Elantra does come equipped with an engine push button start system. Just leave the key fob that you see me holding in my hand anywhere close to you in the vehicle, then press your foot on the brake, and immediately afterwards, just push the engine start button to make the engine come alive. As you just now witnessed, the Elantra starts right up like a champion without any kind of mechanical issues at all, even when the outside temperature is at 107 degrees Fahrenheit as you're seeing right now on your screen. Now getting to the engine area of the Elantra, it's not only organized accordingly, but it's even a piece of cake to access it also, in which I'll explain more on that here very shortly. But focusing on the power plant offering, the Elantra has a 2-liter, 147 horsepower, dual overhead cam, 16-valve, 4-cylinder engine that punches out 132 pound-feet of torque at 4,500 RPM. With that, you get an exquisite 28 miles per gallon in the city and 37 on the highway. But with the EPA combination, you get an incredible 32 miles per gallon overall. Now focusing on the different parts of the engine area, both the oil and oil dipstick are located next to each other by the engine, while both the engine coolant and radiator are placed next to one another right in front of the engine. Also, the air intake system is positioned next to the radiator on the middle right side, while the fuse box is situated on the far right side. In addition, the battery compartment is placed right next to the fuse box, with the brake fluid compartment being positioned on the back right side. Additionally, the windshield washer fluid reservoir is located on the front left side. So now taking a look at the interior of the all-new Elantra, besides having the gray leather interior seats that I mentioned earlier, it does not only have a new modernized interior that contains similar characteristics to the Hyundai Sonata, but it even manages to keep things really simple and straightforward, in which I'll explain more on that here in just a little bit. Now the type of steering wheel that's equipped on this particular Elantra is a 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel that provides additional controls on both the left and right middle portions. Additionally, you can use the controls with the arrows on the middle right side to scroll through the various in-dash gauge cluster menus on the LCD screen in between the tachometer and speedometer. So by pressing the down arrow, you're able to vertically scroll downwards through the subscreens of the main menus, such as viewing both the A and B trip mileages. Likewise, you can even press the up arrow to vertically scroll upwards through the subscreens. However, if you press the menus button, you're able to scroll through all of the in-dash gauge cluster main menus without any problems. Now located on the left side of the steering wheel is where you'll discover both the turn signal indicator and headlight controls, while the windshield wiper controls are just off to the opposite side of it on the right. Now to adjust the steering wheel of the Elantra, just push down on the lever, which is right underneath it. And you can easily lower it down, raise it up, and even have it closer or further away from you. And when you're finished adjusting it, just pull up the lever to lock it up in place. Now positioned next to the steering wheel on the left side are the buttons for the gauge cluster brightness adjustment, blind spot detection, lane keep assist system, and the traction control, while both the trunk and gas cap releases are placed next to the driver's seat on the left side. Now the transmission equipped on the Elantra is a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual shiftability just off to the side, while the electronic e-brake is directly right behind it. Also, the vehicle even comes with an integrated backup camera, providing easy-to-see distance lines that also turn along with the steering wheel at the same time, which makes the task of backing up really simple and easy to achieve. In addition, there's a drive mode button placed on the left side of the transmission, in where you can switch in between 3 different driving modes, in which they are the Eco, Sport, and Normal modes. Additionally, the heated seat control button for the driver is also situated on the left side of the transmission in front of the drive mode button, while the other button for the front passenger is on the opposite side of it. Turning the attention on over to the middle area of the Elantra, you don't only get a convenient storage compartment, but also provided inside of it is where you'll find two 12-volt power outlets, and right between them is where you'll discover both the USB and auxiliary ports. Now located right above the storage compartment are the dual zone climate controls that enables both the driver and front passenger to independently set both of their own air conditioning temperatures respectively. Now positioned above the climate controls is the emergency hazard indicator and the radio controls to the Hyundai Infotainment system with the upgraded 8-inch touchscreen and navigation system just right above them. Equipped with the infotainment system are 8 infinity speakers, alongside with a subwoofer, with the first two being placed on the middle left and top right portions of the driver's side door. In addition, the third speaker is positioned on the middle portion of the dashboard, while the fourth and fifth speakers are located on the top and middle right portions of the front passenger side door. Also, the sixth and seventh speakers are positioned on the middle left and right portions of both the left and right rear doors, while the eighth speaker is placed behind the headrests of all of the rear seats, in which that particular one is considered as the subwoofer, respectively. Now, the Hyundai Infotainment system comes with AM, FM, and Sirius XM satellite radio that's even equipped with HD radio capability. While this is the same infotainment system that's equipped on the current generation Hyundai Sonata, the notable differences that are shown with this one on the Elantra is that it's equipped with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. However, if you want to see a demonstration of the Hyundai Infotainment system, please check out the Nexccelerator Automotive review on the 2015 Hyundai Sonata Limited by either clicking on the link in the description box below or the YouTube card icon on the YouTube app. Now positioned next to the automatic transmission are the front cup holders, but right behind them is the center console to the Elantra. Inside of it, you not only have a generous amount of storage capacity to store any kind of small item that you want, but you even have another USB port also. In addition, the center console not only opens smoothly, but closing it is also a piece of cake as well. Now moving on over to the top roof area of the interior, there are two sun visors for both the driver and front passenger that feature both their own vanity mirror, lights, and hidden extender as well. In between the sun visors are the sunglasses holder, the Bluetooth microphone, the power sunroof controls, and front interior lamps, which are all located right next to each other. So beginning with the front interior lamps, you can either have both of the lights completely turned off like you're seeing right now, have both of them stay on, or even having them optionally turned on automatically when you open the door if you wish. As for the sunglasses holder, it allows you the option to either store a pair of sunglasses or other small items of any kind. Also, the rear view mirror is placed underneath the sunglasses holder, in which the mirror has both a digital compass and the Hyundai BlueLink telematic system buttons as well. Now to operate the power sunroof, just simply push the sunroof button upwards to open it up to let some fresh air circulate inside the interior of the Elantra. But to close the window, just simply push the sunroof button downwards to close up the window to the power sunroof. Additionally, to tilt the window open, just simply push the vehicle button upwards to tilt the window open. But to tilt the window shut, just push the button downwards to close up the window and tilt it shut. Furthermore, you can even close the soft cover up, or you can either leave it open if you wish. Transferring on over to the glove box now, it's not only damped, but it's even got a decent amount of storage capacity to where you can easily store about anything that you can imagine, such as the driver's manual being a relevant example. In addition to the airbag that you saw on the steering wheel earlier, there's a knee airbag situated underneath the steering wheel of the driver's side, while another one is placed on the front passenger side of the dashboard. Also, there are even two other airbags with one each on the B-pillars of both the driver and front passenger sides right above each seatbelt. Plus, there are two side seat airbags for both the driver and front passenger, which adds up for a total of 7 airbags altogether. Now proceeding on over to the driver's side door of the Elantra, it doesn't only provide the controls for the power mirrors, power locks, and all 4 power windows, but the material quality is very sturdy with soft touch materials on not only the top and middle portions, but even the bottom portion is even the same way as well. Additionally, the material quality on the front passenger side door is the exact equivalent of the driver's side door. As for the rear left door, the same soft touch material qualities that were present on the driver's side door are carried on over to give the rear occupants the exact same benefit. Plus, the material quality on the right rear door is just as exactly the same as the left rear door. Now as for the back seat goes, for the all-new redesigned Hyundai Elantra, it not only provides a welcoming and relaxing atmosphere back here, but for somebody who's around 5'11" to 6 feet tall, such as myself, I've got plenty of headroom space to be able to kick back, relax, and even enjoy long road trips. But what about the thigh support though, on the other hand? As for thigh support goes, it's both very comfortable and very supportive. Plus, the amount of legroom space that I have in the back seat of the Elantra is even spacious and roomy, which makes it for a very pleasant experience that you definitely won't forget. In addition, there is a right rear map pocket that's placed right behind the front passenger seat. Also, there are 2 heated rear seats for the left and right rear passengers, with 1 button each being on the left and right sides of the rear doors. Furthermore, there are even 2 rear cup holders for additional convenience. So with everything that you have seen, the MSRP price of this particular version of the Elantra is $22,350, and that's the price with the safety features included. But if you add both of the tech and ultimate packages, the extra set of carpet floor mats, the cargo tray, and the inland freight and handling prices to the previously mentioned MSRP price, the total cost of the vehicle runs at $27,810, which is not a bad price for a compact sedan that provides an incredible amount of features that you simply cannot refuse to pass up. So to reiterate the question that I asked in the beginning of this review, does the all-new redesigned Hyundai Elantra have what it takes to continue on being a very competitive compact sedan? The answer, it absolutely does, without a doubt about it. Not just because of how much the vehicle has rapidly changed from both the inside and outside, but also because of the generous amount of safety features that the sedan offers that nobody can pass up at all. In addition, the Elantra even provides a plentiful amount of room and comfort for both the driver and passengers without sacrificing both fuel economy and driving performance. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Nexccelerator. I'm Michael Land, and I'll see you next time.